So, turns out, when I painted over this painting a few weeks ago, I actually did not like how it looked. I knew it when I first put that large part of orange in, and something about it just didn't flow well, so I'm going to paint it over and just start putting on black paint. I don't need to cover everything. I just want to have a black layer of paint on all of it, so it's a starting point and I can put textures and other colors over it. My plan for this one is to be very abstract. I want this to be the most abstract one I've done. I think it's a good time to do it. I think this is the third or fourth time I've painted over this canvas, so I'm just going to use it as a practice canvas and see if I can get the colors kind of going well together and flowing in a way I like it. For this one, I only used blended colors together. I wanted to have them darker and go well with the theme that I was doing. So I did this dark blue, and I'm just starting off just doing some shapes and seeing what I can get from it. So I'm just gonna slap on some shapes and blend the colors when the paint is wet and see what it looks like and see how I can work from there. For this painting, I wanted to practice not filling in paint all the way, but leaving some areas so that when I blend it, it's more natural and not just lines, but where the other blended paint helps fill it in and has more of that natural feel to it. So I was enjoying doing that and liked how the colors were going together. And I really enjoyed seeing the texture, especially with the cover up that I did, seeing the texture come through. I had a good feeling about this one at this point. I really like using this brown and yellow color. I think it looks good, especially with other darker colors, and I like how it can be blended easy and darker colors look good on it and mix well. So I wanted to do a large shape with that and give it that texture with different types of brush strokes. For this painting, I really wanted to practice blending multiple colors in the same shape or element. I like how it looks, and it adds a lot more complexity to it. I find when you look at it, you can look at it longer without getting bored. And maybe it's because it was painted over a few times, but I really enjoyed the texture, seeing the other paint and some of the dried paint go. And something is really cool when you're blending the paint and there's some that are wet and some that are dry and tacky. And I find that makes the different colors that you're adding stick differently. And it actually adds more texture to it. And that's what I wanted to go with and practice more in this one. Now I was focusing on filling in the colors and keeping that same texture and pattern to it throughout the painting. I wanted to have a direction of it, so with these blended brush strokes, I wanted to kind of have it all going a similar way, unless it was more drier paint and I wanted to scratch it in for the blending afterwards. So I was just kind of experimenting with this and enjoying seeing how it was drying and how the drying affected the blending. I still wanted to keep this fully abstract, but I thought I'd add some type of abstract skyline element, just something to draw the eyes in when you see it. And I used this one as an opportunity to blend more colors and give it that textured feel. So I'm just going to put on a bunch of different colors and see how that looks and see which ones look good together. Now I want to take a look at where the colors are, so I don't have any that are too similar or don't go well together. So I'm just adding some orange, and I think it's a good spot for it, but then blending it with that brown yellow color. So I just wanted to get a good sense of where each color is before I do more kind of details within it. I'm just fully winging it at this point and seeing what looks good. There's a good chance I just paint over this in a few weeks, but as of now, I do enjoy how it's going, mainly the texture of it. I found it was fun to do and kind of cool. Most of my paintings, I find I go over it and don't have a lot of that actual texture. There's some in the shapes and lines, but this one was fun to do, just kind of seeing it and feeling it come through on that. I really like this kind of blue-green color that I blended together. Sometimes it's tough when I blend a really good color and either I'm running out or I try to blend it and can't quite get it right. But I thought it looked really good with the black background and how it went with the other colors. So I put some spots in more thick and some thin because I wanted to put in some other colors over it. And I'm liking how it's going, and I'm liking how it's looking right now. I wasn't sure how it would look just based on how abstract it is and how I usually don't do it this abstract. But this one was a fun one just to kind of look at it without a plan and enjoy placing colors where I feel, and if it doesn't work, blending it and making it a new color, or just continuing to add lines and texture until it looks good. So now I'm just going in and making sure there's no blank parts of the painting and making sure there's a good balance of color throughout it. I was running out of almost every single blended color that I had, so I'm trying to make it last as long as possible, but it worked out because I was nearing the end of the painting anyways. So I'm just adding more texture, and some of the little shapes that I see in, I'm just going over it to add more detail and just give something for the eyes to look at. And I'm actually really happy with how this one worked out for as abstract as it was. So I might try some more of these in the future and try and learn more about colors and which ones go together and how to blend them in a way that is really satisfying to look at. So now I'm just finishing up the last details, and I'm actually quite happy with how this one looks. And it was a fun one to do and kind of made me want to do more like this in the future.